Not all dairy belongs on a carnivore plate. Some will help you thrive, and others will stall your results. Some cause inflammation, and some make you wonder why you're not seeing progress. Well, today I'll break down the best and worst dairy for a carnivore lifestyle, so you can make the choice that works best for your body, not against it. Hi, I'm Dr. Rose Petrilla, the Primal Professor. And when I first brought dairy back into my low-carb journey, I thought any cream, cheese, or butter was fine. But I quickly learned store-bought heavy cream had thickeners and gums that made me feel bloated and sluggish. I was technically eating low-carb, but my results slowed and I didn't feel my best. And I felt that I was inflamed. Once I switched to clean, full-fat, grass-fed dairy, no additives, no gums, the difference was really like night and day. I had better digestion, better energy, less inflammation, and no more mystery stalls. That's why quality and choice matter so much. This little joint right here tells me if I'm getting inflamed. So let's talk about dairy on the carnivore spectrum. You're going to hear a lot of opinions about dairy on carnivore, and most of them fall on a spectrum from strict to very relaxed, and you're going to probably see it in the comments of this video. On the far end, we have strict carnivore. That's meat, seafood, and eggs only. No dairy at all. This group usually eliminates dairy for one of three reasons. They either react badly to the lactose or casein, they believe it's not historically ancestral, or they want to simplify their diet to only the most nutrient-dense meats. Now, in the middle, you'll find the moderate carnivores. These folks include dairy that's naturally low in lactose, things like butter, ghee, and aged cheeses. They get the nutrient benefits without much risk of blood sugar spikes or any kind of digestive upsets. And then finally, we have the relaxed end. These people are carnivore adjacent or ketovore eaters. They might include cream in their coffee, yogurt, kefir, or even raw milk if tolerated. This approach is still very low carb, but allows for more variety. So why does this matter? You get to choose where you fit on the spectrum based on your health goals, your food tolerances, and your lifestyle. There's no right version, just the version that works for you. And the rest of today's video will help you make those choices with confidence. So why does quality matter? Well, grass-fed dairy equals more omega-3s, CLA, vitamin A, D, and K2. Full-fat dairy supports ketosis better than low-fat or skim milk. And minimal processing means better nutrient retention and fewer additives. So here's my pro tip. If the label has gums, starches, vegetable oils, or more than 2 to 3 ingredients, put it back on the shelf. So let's talk about the dairy that works beautifully with carnivore eating, if your body tolerates it. Number 1, butter and ghee. It virtually has no lactose and it's very low in casein. And it's great to saute in. It has a high smoke point. It's rich in butyrate, and that's a short-chain fatty acid that supports gut health and may reduce inflammation. Then you have grass-fed butter, which is one of the best dairy sources of vitamin K2, which helps keep calcium in your bones and out of your arteries. Ghee is even more purified. It's without the milk solids, so it's great if you're extremely sensitive to dairy proteins. Number 2, aged cheeses. Cheddar cheese, Parmesan, and Gouda. These are naturally low in lactose because they're broken down during the aging process. They're high in protein, calcium, and phosphorus. And Gouda in particular is one of the richest sources of vitamin K2, in the human diet. I didn't know that until I was doing the research for this video. Number 3, heavy cream. Heavy cream is a great way to add fat for satiety and stable energy. As you lose weight and get close to your goal weight, you'll need to start adding more fat into your diet because you have less stored fat to give. Just make sure you check your labels. Some brands sneak in carrageenan, gums, and even seed oils like soybean oil. Heavy cream is versatile. Add it to coffee, whip it up, or use it in savory sauces over meat. I will add some Grey Poupon to some cream, some salt and pepper, and we have that with our pork chops. It's delicious. Number 4, fermented dairy. Things like unsweetened kefir or full-fat yogurt. Yes, even on carnivore for some people. The fermentation process lowers lactose and adds probiotics for gut diversity without having to eat any vegetables. So if you make your own, you can control the fermentation time and starter culture for maximum benefits. One note though, even the best dairy can be overdone. Treat it as a complement to your meat, not a replacement for it. So let's talk about what's the worst dairy for carnivore. Well, low fat or skim milk. It's higher in carbs and it's stripped of all the fat soluble vitamins. Sweetened yogurt. It's hidden with sugar. The hidden sugars can knock you out of ketosis. And take a look at how much sugar is in those kids' brands of yogurt. It's terrible. Processed cheese products have additives, seed oils, fillers, and a very poor nutrient profile. So no Velveeta. All right, so let's talk about the common dairy mistakes on carnivore. Mindless snacking on cheese. It's very easy to overeat in calories without noticing. That's why a lot of people don't include it. Using dairy to replace meals instead of complementing meat. Not testing tolerance. Dairy sensitivity can cause inflammation, even if it's low carb. I just wanted to go over a couple brands. If you're new to carnivore, you're not sure which ones are good. Some of my favorites. This is Organic Valley. Okay, it is certified, 100% certified grass-fed farms. There's no grain. It's a no-grain diet. It's rich, of course, it's rich in cream. But this is half and half, but I like the heavy cream as well. And if I make my own yogurt, I will get a half gallon of their milk. And it's made, the ingredients, organic grade A milk and organic grade A cream. Nothing else. That's what you're looking for. Now, my favorite cottage cheese is Good Culture. And boy, in the low carb carnivore keto world, when we get a good product and everybody finds out about it, it's hard to get it. And so if I can't get Good Culture, and I always get 4% milk fat in any cottage cheese, I did get dairy. I did get Daisy. And this is just cultured skim milk, cream, and salt. So it's pretty clean. Why do I like the other one better? It's just about the texture. This is a little wetter, and the other one is a little drier, and I prefer the drier cottage cheese. And that's Good Culture. And I want to just bring up something a little different. It's ricotta. And this is Belgioso's ricotta con latte. And if you're my husband's Italian family, they say we're good. And this is made from whole milk. Cheese made from fresh natural whey, cream, and a touch of whole milk. And so for my husband who's keto, I'll put a little bit of fresh lemon juice in there and our favorite low carb sweetener after dinner. And sometimes it makes it feel like a lemony dessert. And so I will just eat it plain. I'll put pepper on it, and it's delicious. So now you might be wondering, why include dairy at all on carnivore? Well, some people swear it keeps them on track. Others cut it out completely. So in the next video, I'll show you exactly how dairy can save your carnivore diet by filling the nutrient gaps, boosting satiety, and making the lifestyle sustainable for the long haul. And yes, we'll start peeling back the controversy too. This was part 1 for my carnivore dairy deep dive. Look for part 2. It'll be coming up in a couple days. I'll see you in the next video.